Hello, welcome back. So today we're on level 4 of troubleshooting how to fix missing data on your CX dashboard. Now, this video might be the most important since it's a very commonly missed scenario when troubleshooting missing data on your dashboard. Now, in the last video, we talked about page filters and how to go about working through those so that even if your data is showing up in your survey, mapped correctly in your dashboard settings, there's still something on the page that's preventing it from flowing through to the widgets as expected. As we went over in the last video, up here, you'd want to make a private copy of the page, remove the filters to see if any data pulls through at all. And if it does pull through, you want to double check within the survey, give those exact same filters within that source to see if there's data pulling through for that field. If it isn't, then you know it's a filter related problem where you want to add back each item in the filter one at a time to see which one or ones cause no data to show up for that particular field. Now this next level, level 4, the widget level filters are a little more insidious as they're harder to spot and much harder to troubleshoot since they sort of work behind the scenes and aren't easily visible like page filters. So with that being said, let's hop into the dashboard and take a look at what's going on. Now, heading into our classic dashboard example, we have a situation where data is pulling through for one widget, but it's not pulling through for another. In this scenario, just like before, going through our normal troubleshooting steps, we'll head over to settings. Once this guy loads, we'll open up the source exactly as expected. Head over to data analysis, double check to make sure that this location data field has data. It does exactly as we expect. We'll check our mappings. Looks mapped perfectly. Right field type for this question type. Everything looks good there. Then, as we saw in level 3, we're going to double check our filter to make sure that that's good to go. In this scenario, it's already set to all, so we don't really need to worry about anything. But we'll double check by checking one of these on, one of these off, checking them on and off one at a time. And you'll see here on the left side, this guy changes, where this guy fills in with information or has information populate based on me changing the page filters, but this still stays blank. So that means that the page filter isn't affecting anything and this guy is blank regardless of what we do with the page filter. Now on the next level, something which comes up quite frequently is that people have widget level filters on the widgets that override the page level filters. And for that reason, they aren't as easily visible and can't be toggled as quickly or seen as quickly when troubleshooting missing data on the dashboard. As we did for level 3 when changing our page filters, we'll want to make a private copy of this page. And then in here, we're going to head over to each of the widgets and make sure that we don't have a widget level filter on them. So for this first widget, we're going to click edit, look at the filters, looks blank, we're good to go there. And for this second widget, there's this widget level filter for something related to location. So in this case, this widget level filter restricts location to Facebook, Instagram, or other. And since it overrides the page level filter, no matter what we do on the page, even if we set it equal to all of them, this widget level filter will override it and set it equal to the more restrictive set that's set here. Now, on the private page, to test to make sure that it's a widget level filter problem, what I always do is I always remove all the widget level filters and see if data pops in. And just as we expect, the data does pop in. And then, just like in the last video where we were troubleshooting page filters, I add the widget level filter back within the original source to see if this location data should pull data in the first place. So back in our original source, I'm going to add a widget level filter. And then once I apply and save that, then we can double check location data to see if it has any data pull in. And looking here, exactly as we thought, no data is pulling in based on that widget level filter condition. So this is the reason why no data was pulling in, even though the page level filter was set to all and everything was mapped correctly in the dashboard with everything pulling through as normal within the survey in here once we remove the filter. So to recap, another reason why data doesn't show up as expected is due to a widget level filter that's configured in the widget itself instead of a page level filter up here that changes everything in the page. So something you'll need to check whenever you're going through these troubleshooting steps is to check the individual widget where data isn't showing up to see if there's a filter in place that's restricting the data so that nothing pulls through. After you've gone through your troubleshooting steps of checking first the survey to make sure the data pulls in, second the dashboard settings to make sure things are mapped correctly and set to the correct field type, then you'll want to check to make sure that the page level filter isn't restricting anything, and then finally you want to check the widget level filter to make sure that these guys are set to the right things and there aren't any filters in place that make conditions impossible so that no data shows up. Hope that clarifies things. This one is a lot harder to catch and can sort of fly under the radar whenever you're building your dashboard, since in most cases, a lot of changes are done on the page level, so all the widget level changes and widget level filters aren't really looked at as much, so they can cause huge issues down the line when going back to a dashboard and trying to see why something went wrong or something isn't showing up as expected. Once again, hope that clarifies things. If you guys have any additional questions or concerns or anything else you want to go over, please let me know in the comment section below. Always happy to clarify anything or go over anything further. Additionally, if you guys do have any suggestions for videos I can make or things I could do related to this particular content, since I know it's a little bit tricky, just let me know in the comment section below as well. Once again, thank you guys for watching and look forward to seeing you again soon in the next and final video on how you can troubleshoot missing data in your CX dashboard. Take care.